Mahal na Ginoong Presiding Officer, distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen of this office body, I rise today on a matter of personal and collective privilege. In the past weeks and months, our nation has been shaken by revelations of corruption of the highest institution of government, the House of Representatives, the Senate, and the Department of Public Works and Highways. Allegations of billions in legislative insertions in the General Appropriations Act for ghost, overpriced, and substandard flood control projects. This is just a few of so many items. Billions of projects cornered by contractor members of the House of Representatives, aka contractors. Legislators getting hundreds of millions in kickbacks for legislative insertions, collusion between legislators, DPWH officials, and contractors. Even the Commission on Audit has been tagged as being part of the pact rather than act as the government's watchdog. The people's outrage is palpable and justified. We have never seen such greed of this magnitude, an insatiable hunger for wealth and power, so impudent, so shameless. It is not just draining our country dry, but it is also killing our people in poverty and floodwaters. This is not just corruption, it is a mortal sin to God. How much more corruption must we endure? How much more of our people's taxes must be stolen before government finally cleanses itself? It is in this context that, of course, I welcome the pronouncement of the President, Bongbong Marcos, requiring all national infrastructure projects, particularly those implemented by the Department of Public Works and Highways, not to be deemed complete until they are formally accepted by the local government units. The policy is a welcome development. It gives our LGUs not only a voice, but also a hand in ensuring the projects constructed is within our jurisdiction meets the needs of our people and adhere to the standards of safety, functionality, and quality. This is a step towards genuine local empowerment, towards recognizing the ultimate test of national project, whether the national project is truly serves the community, or what we call the social impact. However, Mr. Presiding Officer, I must also rise to sound the note of caution. For while this policy strengthens accountability, it may also be, if we are not vigilant, open to bribery and extortion in the local government. We cannot ignore the risk that unscrupulous contractors may attempt to bribe local government officials and secure acceptance. Or worse, that some LGU officials may use this requirement to extort money or favors before affixing their signature. Nakakatakot po ito, Pinoong Presiding Officer, na imbes na nililimit natin yung signature, ay baka lahat tayo will be part of the grand looting of a nation. And this is a word of caution to all of us. They get our endorsement here, we cite, we endorse, and then maybe our governor, the mayors, the barangay captain, affixes their signature too. And along the way, we are all part of the looting of a nation. And that is why I want to ring the bell of alarm. Dahil alam niyo naman yan, nandun lahat tayo. Nung nakausap natin si Secretary Rimulya, sinasabi niya that the local government units, tayo will save this nation of what is happening in the national agencies of our country. We're supposed to be the saviors. Kaya lang baka pati tayo isasabit nila. Kaya pinapapirma tayo lahat at pinapa-endorse tayo lahat. And there will be grand looting of a nation. Ang congressman ho ako ng 12 years. Meron kami CDF noon. For 12 long years, ang pinakikialaman lang po namin noon is 70 million pesos. 40 million na hard at 30 million na soft. Beyond that, wala na ho kaming magagawa. And what's happening now? Nakikita ho natin pag tayo'y nakikinig sa kanilang mga investigasyon. This is the reality that we must have to confront. Every reform, however well-intentioned, can be corrupted if the systems of governance and the vigilance of our people are weak. Thus, the task is not merely to welcome this new policy. Narinig nung iba, sinasabi-sabi ni Presidente dun sa Gonzaga ito, na this is a new policy na lahat ay pipirma ng mga local chief executives. But to ensure that it becomes a tool for good governance and not other than source of corruption again, not only of the national agencies, but including the local government units. And so I say, let us continuously empower our communities and strengthen our purok at kaysa organizations as Cagayan community watchdogs so that they may become partners of government in monitoring and reporting the status of these projects. Let the people themselves be the eyes and ears of accountability. After all, these projects are funded by no less than their hard-earned taxes. When communities are organized, they will not only demand quality from contractors and vigilance of their leaders, they will also embody the principle that government is strongest when citizens are active guardians of the public trust. However, my dear colleagues, if we truly want good governance to take root, it must begin at the grassroots. It is there in the puruks and barangays where the people must be equipped and empowered to ask the right questions, to monitor the right standards, and to report the wrongdoing when they see it. Because at the end of the day, government projects are not about contracts and signatures. They are about lives improved, communities uplifted, and trust in government is strengthened. Again, thank you so much for all of you listening. And may God bless our province, our nation, and our people. Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer.